Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22, and we are back here in East Vineland, New Jersey, back on Kubota Farm. Just enjoying an unseasonably warm November evening here on the farm. Beautiful evening, though, I must say. Got done with more work than we had planned in November. I'm glad. We made a little extra money, got some stuff done. The truck's looking good, isn't it? Yeah, it sure is. But I think we are ready to move on to December, do some more winter chores, check on some contracts, see what else is going on. So let's go ahead and move on to December. Hey, and I want to take a minute just to celebrate a little bit for the channel. And I want to thank all of you. We actually just passed 100 subscribers. I feel a little silly celebrating that, but at the same time, honestly, I wasn't even sure we'd hit that. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed. That's pretty awesome. Really do appreciate it. So here we are in December. Again, unseasonably warm. What is the weather forecast? 56 in December. Whew, I will take that any day. Now this is more like it. So we're gonna go from 50. Wait a minute. Oh, the high today is 56, maybe? Yeah, I don't understand the weather. I don't get it. So current, it's 56 at like 9 o'clock in the morning. It's going to drop 23 degrees. It's going to drop 23 degrees in an hour. Okay, that's a pretty strong cold front moving in. Yeah, wow. Okay. And is that snow at 1300? So 1 o'clock, we're going to get some snow rolling in. And then sunny the rest of the day. All right, good enough. Well, if we look real quick, the first thing we should probably do is just check in on our animals. They look like they're doing all right. Sheep are good. Oh, pigs. Pigs are doing good. I think they'll be okay. They could use some more protein, but maybe we'll throw some protein their way. I don't think we have any protein available for them, do we? Corn is not protein. I always forget what protein is. Isn't protein sunflowers, I think, is considered protein? But does it say here? I think sunflowers, soybeans, I think it's maybe canola as well, but I'm pretty sure at least sunflower and soybeans are protein. Maybe what we could do, well, let's do this too while we're at it. Let's check the contracts for today, because otherwise we're not going to really have a whole lot going on. Well, that is not a good sign. And no refreshing on them. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, whoa. A plowing contract. Oh, just what I was hoping for. Refresh, please. Thank you. Oh, another plowing contract. Yay! Actually, I don't detest plowing as much as some people, I guess. That's interesting. So we got a plowing contract on field 111. I wonder what size that mold board plow is. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? That's bigger than the one we have. That is for sure. Because I think the one we have is like a four banger or something, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's not too big. So if we're gonna do a plowing contract, I would say it's this one right here, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's this one right here. Oh yeah, 3.5 meters. We can always do some hired helpers. Please refresh. Please refresh. Please refresh. Please let there be a harvesting contract. Please. All right. All right. let's do that then. So field 111, and you know how we do things in East Vineland. We go over to our field, which is right here. We click on the wrong screen. There we go. And whoa, that's zoomed in, isn't it? 111. 111 right here. Let's go right here and here. All right. So this is what they want plowed. Okay. Boy, that looks like a lot of plowing. I'm not going to lie to you. Unless anybody else has a better idea. Let's go ahead and plop that down there. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Weekends go by so fast, don't they? They seem like they just cruise along so quickly. Borrow items. And before you know it, you're back in school, you're back at work. Okay, I do like this, though. That's one of our favorite tractors here on the farm. Oh, sorry, it's not a Kubota, but I do like the look of this Deutz. Let's hop in this thing and grab our front weight and get connected, and let's get started on this much anticipated plow job. And then we're gonna probably set off a worker to keep going so we can go visit Miss Piggy. That looks good though, doesn't it? That is such a fancy plow. Like if you look at the plows, in fact, well, I'd say almost every plow I've ever seen here in the States, it's like just, it's not this fancy. Like what's up with all of these, what's the deal with all of these connectors here? Are those like flexible or adjustable? It almost looks like you could maybe turn that bolt and maybe make an adjustment with them. I mean, it looks pretty sweet. Interesting. Yeah, I don't see fancy moldboard plows like that usually in the States. It's usually kind of, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of a straight piece of steel with, well, mold boards welded to, more or less welded to it. But yeah, that's pretty sweet. All right, let's hit the work site, shall we? I feel like this is not turned properly. I think it should be this way. And I think we're gonna go ahead. You know, we could, and you know, we should probably do course play. Now that I think about it, we might have. Nah. I guess we don't have to. Let's drop her down. And let's get inside the tractor. But anyways, I hope you're all having a good weekend. I really do. Sunday morning, relaxing morning. Sunday mornings are my favorite if it wasn't for the fact that I knew it was the second day of the weekend. But there is something quite comfortable about Sunday mornings, isn't there? And let's get this plowed up here. This is a Kverneland plow, I believe. We're going to do one more row. Just turn our plow. I'll back off a little bit here. Wouldn't hurt to even turn some lights on, I suppose. But yeah, I was excited. I think it was Saturday morning I woke up and I got a YouTube notification that somebody had subscribed, which always makes me happy. It'll always make me happy too. I don't care if I've got 10 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers, seeing a subscription hit my inbox, and I'm not trying to be melodramatic about it. It actually does make my day. Like, it can really make my day, especially if I'm not having the best day, and I get a, you know, blah blah blah. Tim has subscribed to you. It's just, it's a unique feeling, and if you've never done YouTube, if you've never had your own channel and posted or anything like that, it's kind of hard to describe, but it's a cool feeling. It's almost like this. Somebody is saying to you, "Hey, I like your video enough to where if you make more, I would like to at least know if you make more. So maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I won't. You know, you don't know, but they liked it enough, and that's all that matters. That's awesome." And you know what? Is this the... Okay, good. Okay, I was gonna say, I know we've run into some hired help. Ooh, I didn't line that up the best, did I? But you know what? We're gonna let that ride. We are gonna let that ride because I don't think it'll matter in the end. I do really like how Giants has got their animations and graphics down for things like this. Unless the field is curving. No, it's not curving out, is it? Yeah, it's looking good. Who's in the tractor today? Don't recognize. Boy, that just looks good, doesn't it? It is kind of angled a little bit though, right? Because that looks like it's kind of angled a little bit. Anyways, let's go jump back to not the store. That's the store, right? Yeah. Let's go back to our farm. And not the sheep. We want to go to the pigs. Oh, hey guys. Whoa. I think I just freaked that one out. Teleporting into the pen. I love the animals on farm. See, why is it every time I come visit you guys, one of you's popping a squat? Like, I don't get it. But keep going too. We need it. We need the slurry. Speaking of slurry, where are we at for slurry? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot, but we don't have that many pigs. We should buy some more pigs. Oh, jeez, man. Freaks me out. We should buy some more pigs. But before we do that, I actually figure we might as well have some protein for the pigs delivered to the farm. We can spend a little bit of money on getting the pigs some more food. What did we say? We think it's sunflowers, right? Sunflowers and soybeans, I think, is fair. So sunflowers, soybeans, maybe canola, sorghum? I don't know if sorghum is either. Well, let's grab a sunflower pallet. What'd that cost to have it delivered to the farm? Delivery cost was 25 bucks. That's not too bad. Totally worth it. And we can hit some super strength to get it delivered. And if we look at the protein count, yep, protein's going up. So we know sunflowers is most certainly protein. Canola, soybeans. I can't remember. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy a pallet of canola pallet. We're going to buy a pallet of canola. And we're going to buy a pallet of soybeans. And let's check that out. So protein, yeah, what do we have here? First one is going to be canola. And let's see what canola adds to. Canola is... Yeah, canola is protein. Okay. Good. So we know canola's protein, and I'm pretty sure soybeans is as well. So a little over 8,000. I'm pretty sure soybeans. Ooh, doesn't like that. Yep. Soybeans are as well. 97.23. Yep. Okay. Actually, ooh, clicked the wrong button there. 10.985. Yep. Okay, cool. So soybeans, canola, and sunflowers are all giving our pigs protein. Looks like they've got plenty of grain and root crops. And base food. What did we figure base food was? I don't think I remember now. Or is base food... No, base food's not a combination. So, yeah, okay. Well, good effectiveness. They're happy. They're fed. They're taken care of. We got some little bit of poop, but I thought the manure... This is from the... Oh, you guys are going to have to help me out on this one. I'm confused. So sheep don't give you any slurry or anything. For some reason, I thought pigs only gave you slurry and not manure. Maybe I just have never placed a manure pit with the sheep, just the cows. So is it with sheep, or I'm sorry, with pigs, you get slurry, but with straw, but if you give them straw, you get manure? I think that's how it is, right? And they're doing well with straw, so anyways, let's go check our... that's why I wanted to check. You went the wrong way, Leroy. You went the wrong way. You gotta check in on these guys once in a while. You don't know what they're doing. Alright. We'll get him going again. That's where course play is kind of nice. You just don't have to, you know, you don't have to worry about that. He should turn the proper direction this time and continue on, hopefully. Sorry, my bad. Alright, cool. That's looking good. Alright, so if we check our contracts again, we do have another plowing contract right there that we could kick off. Refresh, 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 refresh. Nothing? Nothing at all. Nothing at all. 363. What did we decide on a field? Maybe that's what we should do today to celebrate the 100 subscriber base. We can buy our first piece of land. And actually, I know last time we talked about field 6, which is only 230,000. We were also thinking more maybe field 10, which is 300,000. But I was doing a little walking around the farm earlier, and I really liked this field 2. It's 333,000. We could probably I just noticed this though. Expected yield potential is not the greatest, where this one much better. Much better, much better. Field 10 is 1.89, but field 2 is 2.32. So, bigger field. And how much was this one? 333. Yeah. I think I just liked field 2 because it was kind of nice to like here. we'll take you over to field 2 and show you field 2 here real quick. I think I probably just like the setting more than anything. Let's scooch on here. Okay, so field 2. See, isn't this nice back here? You got the woods around you, trees on both sides. Very centrally located. Well, so is field 10, to be fair. But yeah, it's a big field and a lot of grass that's currently planted in here. That's not grass, Brad. That's wheat. That is wheat, isn't it? So, that being said, actually, if we go to our calendar, we wouldn't be able to harvest that until July. So that we wouldn't get any benefits out of this field until July. I'm not so certain we'd get benefits out of any field that we bought right now, at least for a while. But it'd be nice to buy this field then, right? And just hook them together. Just cut right through here and have a pretty darn big field, actually. What was the other one we're thinking? Field 10, which is right down here. So we can go back to our pigs. Pop in a squat again. Thank you very much. Field 10's over here. Let's do this. I usually have this turned on, but not too fast. Just a little faster. There we go. So this would be... Actually, this would be a... Not bad. Not bad at all. No data found. I don't think there's anything planted in this at all. Is this kind of a... It's limed out. No, nothing planted. I bet it probably needs plowing, though, doesn't it? Let's see here. So, needs rolling. Nope. Oh, it doesn't need plowing. Oh. Okay. So we could grab this right now. I don't think we can plant grass, though. Yeah, we're 1 month too late on planting grass. Because there's nothing else we can plant. We could buy it here in December. We'd have to wait well, we don't want to do cotton, though. We could do canola in February. We could just wait. Maybe something will change in the next couple months. I kind of doubt it, though, just because I don't see a lot of extra money rolling into the farm in the next couple of months, just because it's kind of a dead season at the moment. But that being said, just refreshing contracts again. Nothing exciting going on. So what do y'all think? Field 84, another plowing contract, almost identical. We don't have a lot else to do right now, so maybe that would be the way to go. I was kind of hoping something else would refresh in, but it is, what, December, so it's probably not going to have a big variety of, there's probably not going to be a big variety of contracts, is there? What field did I say that was? Did I say 90? Boy, I just completely forgot while I was yapping. 84. Okay. 84. 84. Right here. All right. Well, we can set up shop. Borrow some more items. It's just not, it doesn't cost very much to borrow items. I mean, 380 bucks. It's really almost, silly not to, right? We'll borrow them. Boy, it must be from the same lot, because we got the same tractor, I believe the same weight, and I believe the same plow. So what else is going on with Farming Simulator? Pumps and hoses. I Had a chance to play with that today, finally. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. No regrets picking it up. I feel like I don't know why I thought it was going to be complicated. It's really not a complicated thing. There's a lot to it, but it's not complicated. It's expensive though. Holy cow! You have to have unless you just set up. Whoops, sorry about that. Unless you set up a new map, and just kind of, put down a full BGA for pumps and hoses. And actually, you wouldn't even need to do that. You could just, because you don't have to have the BGA element of it. I mean, that's your big money maker, right? But theoretically, you can just use the hoses, the reels, the pumps. You wouldn't have to do any BGA stuff at all. Excuse me. If you didn't want to, and just collect slurry directly from your sheep and cows and whatnot. And I said whatnot. We're gonna do a little more traditional view here, I think. See if we can get away with doing a little plowing. Maybe a little bit of old school like this. Inside the cab. Inside the cab plowing. And I'll put my skills up against one of those AI workers. That's probably not saying a whole lot though, so it's not like I'm bragging about that, that's for sure. Actually, to be fair to Giants, if you set up your AI workers for success, they usually do pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the most frustration that people get from AI helpers can be avoided if you just set them up for success. Create headlands for them. That's a big one. Make your field straight, if that makes sense. So if you've got a field that is got a lot of curves to it, you would be better off just having them do either fill in the curved part and make it a straight line. But you get the idea of what I'm saying. If you set them up, they won't do too bad for the most part. I'm trying to be generous. I'm in a good mood. It's the weekend. If it was Monday night or Monday morning, I'd probably be saying they're useless and never use them again, and that's why God invented Courseplay and everything else. But well, we could have some lights on. That's one thing too. I wish the helpers would use lights if you turn them on. I just like seeing the tractors lit up when it's early morning or getting towards dusk, and they don't. I always leave the lights on, and then you hire them out, and the first thing they do is shut all the lights off. This is nice though, isn't it? I mean, I kid about plowing and how much I really don't like it and stuff, but it is one of the more zenful, if that's a word, zenful activities on the farm, isn't it? It's just because it's usually kind of, laid back and kind of slow a little bit. So I was watching a farmer the other day on YouTube, and he was actually doing some mold board plowing in America, which again you just don't see as much anymore as you used to. And it was a pretty big plow. It was probably at least the size of this one, if not maybe a little bit, maybe a couple extra. What do you call it? Are they boards, or I don't know what you call the scoops, the blades on it? Because really this plow is actually in real life is, well, pretty big. Because when you think about it in comparison to the tractor, it's pretty good size. And he was talking about just, he was actually talking about plows and how they've come a long ways as far as how they've changed, and how moldboard plowing isn't a thing as much anymore. I think it's mostly for somewhat environmental, not environmental, but ground, not as necessary, I guess, maybe anymore. With shallow tillage and even with deeper tillage, I guess just plowing just isn't something that is done as much. But I do seem to see it a lot more. I want to say in the UK on from British farmers that I watch, and maybe even maybe not just British farmers, but maybe just European in general. It seems like it's still more of a thing, and I don't know why. You know, I don't know why. If it's a soil difference, if it's a just a difference in crop types and environment difference, is it? You know, I don't know. But I'm curious. I'd kind of like to know. I think it'd be interesting to find out. I suppose if I did some Googling. Could probably figure it out. We need to turn our plow. Right? Yep, let's get her turned. I think I can do more of this field without turning it if I just keep going. Maybe kind of the direction we were going before, where I just make laps, more or less, but I think we're doing all right. I do have GPS. We could throw down GPS, but you have to do offset with GPS, and I feel like we really don't need to do GPS right now. I'm hitting the wrong button. I was like, why aren't you lifting? Should we check on our hired helper and see if they've given up the ghost yet again? Let's see. Oh, good deal. Actually, they're doing pretty good. Cranking through it. I don't think I've met that gentleman before. But doing a good job. It's all that matters. Looking good. Nope, don't turn. Just lower. Thank you. I know that some of that, he was talking about some of the newer plows, and they have tension, better tensioning systems or something like that, he was saying, and well designed for, like, boy, I want to do it. I want to get this thing straight. So we're gonna straighten out this line on this next run, because I feel like I'm either making my field slantier than it is or something. Ooh, that was a nice little skipper there for me. And I'm wondering if that's what some of these things are on this plow, are to prevent it from breaking if it hits a, you know, gets hooked up on a rock or something, you know. Nope, don't turn. There you go. Now we're going to line the front of this tractor up with this right there. And we're just going to follow this row that's about to end. May not have been the best row to pick, but we're going to try and follow this row really, really well here. Because I want to kind of make sure I get a fairly straight, or straighter deal here. That looks, seems like it looks pretty straight. That looks pretty straight, I think, right? We're going to do another headland here. And we can lower it down. And we can follow this right here. From what I've been told, that's how you do it if you don't have GPS. You find a point out ahead, like a tree or a rock or whatever it might be, and you just follow that and make it as straight as you can. And I was watching a couple weeks ago. I was watching a I don't know if you ever check out Kate's Agricultural channel, and her dad is basically teaching her, you know, teaching her farming. She's young. I think she actually might have turned 18 by now, maybe. I think she started her channel when she was 15 or 16. And her dad is, you know, kind of teaching her. It's an old family owned farm for a long, long time. And so he's just teaching her everything, and, you know, from harvesting and plowing to driving the semi to the grain mill and everything else that goes along with it, right? And they've got nice equipment. Seem like overall they've got some really nice equipment on their farm, but they don't have GPS and auto steer and everything on all of their equipment. And that's, I think she was with her dad or with her uncle or something, and that's what they were talking about, was how farmers had to, in order to, you know, keep straight lines and so on and so forth, you just kind of had to pick a point and aim at it and go. And I think, like anything else, it's something I think you get better at the more you do it. I still think it would be a difficult thing to master, but like, I think here I'm pretty sure I didn't do that one tremendously well. But going back to pumps and hoses, have you all checked it out? Did you buy it? Are you playing with it, trying it out? There still is something that is really really satisfying about watching that hose reel. I'm telling you, it's simple things in life, but there is something honestly satisfying about watching that thing on reel and reel up. I feel like, and I don't know if any of you are Seinfeld fans, but I feel like on that one episode when Elaine got kind of stupid and George got really smart, and Elaine is standing outside that tire shop watching these tires spinning. It's like some kind of a, you know, deal where there's like 3 tires on top of each other and they're spinning to kind of draw in people to get their attention to come in and get tires. And she's just standing there watching it, you know, just dumbfounded. And she's like clapping to it, like, oh, you know, giving it applause and stuff. And Yeah, that's... I probably shouldn't be admitting that, but that's kind of how I feel when I'm watching that. In fact, I think I'd be satisfied just going, getting some hose and reels, and just that would be my job right there. You know, you tell me how much, where, and when, and I will get that hose laid out and get her done. All right, we're about ready to wrap this episode up. Did I forget to put the... Oh, yeah, I did. Take two. The plow has to be in the ground. There we go. All right. Now, I will say, I'm sure the AI worker has done a better job than I have. Probably didn't miss little strips like that right there. A little jealous. A little bit jealous, not gonna lie, but I'm not getting paid to do this. They are, right? So we'll get this thing done, and we'll go check on our AI, our helper. I don't know why I always say AI helper. We'll just go check on our helper and see how they're doing here in a sec. I think we made a pretty good line on this one, though. I think we did. I think that one I would chalk up to a successful line. All right. So yeah, I did miss a little bit there, a little bit there. But with these contracts, you know, you don't have to be super perfect to get the 100% completion. How you doing, boss? Not too shabby, actually. Oh, and they're actually doing a pretty good job here on the ends. I'm surprised. Well, good deal. Let's get out of their way. Kind of back up a little bit here. Well, again, thank you everyone for letting me have a lot of fun making these videos, recording them, and I appreciate you watching them and subscribing. And definitely, if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Please consider leaving a like if you enjoyed the video. And we'll be back here on Kubota Farm Tuesday morning. Monday is Buchern, and don't forget, I am changing my posting times of the videos, so instead of 6 a.m. Monday through Friday, they will be, that's Eastern time, they are being moved to 11 a.m. Eastern, starting Monday. And then on the weekends, I just post when I post. But thanks again, everyone, for checking out the video. Really appreciate you hanging out with me. You guys have a really, really good Sunday. Enjoy whatever it is you got planned. Be safe. Take care of yourselves and each other. God bless. And I will see you here back. Actually, I'm Buchern. We'll see you Monday. Take care.